Guys, I literally just singed my hair. Like, I had a candle here because I'm testing it, and I turned my head and I saw a flash, and then I felt it, and I was like, holy shit. Now I'm trying to find where I actually burned it. This is why I keep my hair up and don't put candles on my desk. It smells. I singed it. Thank God it's not too bad. I thought my whole half my hair went up. Whew. Don't keep your hair down and a candle right next to you. Not good. But it doesn't look like it's too bad. Yeah, I did. I lit my hair on fire. I could smell it. And it's not like I have like loads of hair to begin with. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Hold on, I gotta turn my fan on. I'm hot as fuck. Oh. I can't believe I just burned my fucking hair. No, I saw it. It was like flash. And now it just smells. Ugh. I'm an idiot. So if you see me smelling my hair, you know why. Yeah, it was, I mean, thank God it was probably only a tiny, tiny bit. But yeah. It was like, whoosh. Ugh. Thank God I didn't do it live. So how you guys doing tonight? Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome Patreons, members, subs, everyone in between. Exactly. But I can't really find where it was singed. I could just smell it. So I think it was just like a very quick top layer. But thank God. Can you imagine if I like burned half my fucking hair off? Man, I'd be pissed. So I am actually doing a lot better. I'm actually doing a lot better. Dayton has had up and down days, but I personally am doing a bit better. I got some news today that might make me breathe just a little more. So we'll see what happens. What else? Trying to think. Candles, I'm still working on the website, but big stuff coming. Good stuff coming to the website, and I'm really going to push candles soon. Soon as I get the new website done, I am going, like, I thought I went full blast last time, but now I'm going extra full blast. So that's why I'm trying a bunch of different candles, but I ordered different wicks. So for summer, we got a lot of stuff coming, and yeah, and a lot of different stuff coming. So it is good news. Hopefully it's good news. So, yeah, Dayton, he was better today. He had a rough week. You know, it comes and goes. But he's doing better. So, okay. Thank you. Just doing. Okay, NC is Natasha Cooper. So, for those of you guys that, this is more like a life coaching session, or just I have to share my experience, because if you guys don't know, there is a feud going on between Granny's Watching and Natasha Cooper. Now when I watch Natasha, I have to laugh because I have a former Patreon who's also a friend who I haven't seen. She might be off YouTube. But she used to tell me to do exactly what Natasha's doing. And every time I hear Natasha, I have to laugh. Because I keep thinking in the back of my mind, this person telling me, oh, just make sure you cry. You have to cry. You have to be a victim. You know, and like Natasha fits in this mold perfectly. Like exactly what this person told me to do is exactly what Natasha does. So I have to laugh at her. I have to laugh at the tears because it's just so fake. But hey, it's her business. But I just thought it was funny. So I am not like, let me just say, I'm not bashing on anybody tonight. I'm not going to bash on NC. I'm not going to bash on Granny. I mean, I wouldn't bash on Granny, but I'm not going to bash on NC or anything like that. White Lotus, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When she used to say, oh, you have to cry and just go ahead and play a victim. That's the only way you're going to get through to these people, is just make sure that you are a victim. Lay on the tears, you know, talk soft, make it out like you're so hurt by all of this. And that is exactly what Natasha does. So I'm sorry, but I find it really, really funny. And I'm not trying to minimize her, but I mean, it is so, it's like this person is telling her exactly how to act, because it is the exact same thing. And I just find it really funny. So I also find funny some of the people from this drama community who support NC. Yeah, who support NC. Because these are the same moral compass people that would never support somebody like Natasha. But here they are supporting Natasha. Okay. So, and again, this isn't bash on Natasha. I'm just laying out some facts. I mean, these are just facts. So, all right, let me get into this right away. For those of you that have been with me a long time, oh, you never thought of that, White Lotus? Oh, yeah. Every time I hear her, I hear that person in my mind saying, that's exactly how you should act. That is exactly how you should act. What does it mean if you shave off a spot of your eyebrow? It means that you should have got them waxed. That's what it means. Or either that or you're a criminal. Don't criminals do that? Isn't that a jail thing? I think it's a jail thing. I think. Like a teardrop tattoo means you killed someone. So I think shaving part of your eyebrows, something. I think so.
Where is it?
So I made some notes about what I was going to talk about. First thing I want to address is subs. For some reason, a lot of creators seem to... Now, Tiffany, close your ears. But Tiffany doesn't do it outright. She does it quietly. And I always joke around with her about it. But a lot of creators... And she doesn't do it like this other one. But a lot of creators find it offensive if somebody that's bashing on them, if they go to their chat. I am not one of those people. I wouldn't know half the shit that's said if my people didn't go to their chat. I was on Granny's panel last night. I was watching Surviving the Storms just to see what they were talking about. And I was surprised that one of my people were in Surviving the Storms hanging out talking. I've spoke to this person privately. She's bought candles. She's a member. So I was a little surprised that she was in there. But I would never say anything to her. I would never say, oh, how could you be in there? Like, I don't understand. I want everybody to know this. Now, if one of my Patreons was buddying it up with... Now, I can't even say that because one of my Patreons is a mod for someone that talks shit about me all the time. And I was surprised they were a mod, but hey, whatever. And I'm saying this to all creators, with the exception of Tiffany, because I know her. But seriously, subs, we are subs too. We are not the Bailey Sarians of YouTube. We are not the PewDiePies of YouTube. We are not the, who else? The ninjas of YouTube. Or even Stephanie Harlow. We are subs too. And people that tell other people where they can go is fucked up. Hey, Without Borders, I was just asking about you last night. People should never be made to choose between channels. That is my whole point. Nobody should be telling anybody where they can go, where they can't go, who they should like, who they shouldn't like. And anybody that does do that, I would run from. Because That's not loyalty. Loyalty is not made from where a sub chooses to go. That's not loyalty. Loyalty is, and I hate to call her out, but I have no choice because I know she doesn't like being called out much. But like White Lotus, I know 100% that she's loyal. That doesn't mean she can't go to other places. That doesn't mean that she's not going to be in other places, even if she's in places that hate me. I know 100% she's loyal. She has like my passwords to my accounts. I've told her my passwords. So that's loyal. And people need to realize loyalty isn't, oh, they don't go there. They don't go. That's not loyal. You know, loyalty is something you just know. It's like you know that that person is there for you. You know that no matter what, that person is there for you. Kind of like, and I hope I'm not wrong because I think they still are, but Tiffany and AB. To me, they are 100% loyal to each other. At least they were last time. If they're not still together, like, you know, if they're not still partnering up on stuff, then I apologize. But last I knew, you know, they always had each other's backs no matter what. And they trust each other. That's loyalty. Loyalty isn't, oh, well, you were in their chat, so you're not loyal to me. And I know other channels think differently, like NC was preaching this tonight, but I don't ever want anybody to think that they can't go somewhere because I might not think they're loyal. You guys are subs. You guys are grown adults. You can go wherever the fuck you want to go without worry. And I really feel like that. You know, someone may not like you in Discord or Patreon or something like that. That I can respect because I would side-eye somebody in that respect. But for the most part, and my people know this, you can go wherever the fuck you want to go. You want to mod for someone, I may look at you like, why are you doing that? And I'll ask you about it if I like you and I trust you and, you know, or we'll talk about it privately. But to see what I'm seeing all over the place is just fucked up and wrong. Like, don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing. Worry about, you know, how you're going to make your channel better. Not, oh my God, you know, you're so not loyal to me and I need to cry because you are not, because you're on somebody else's channel. I just think that's a really fucked up way to think, and I don't ever want any of my people thinking that they can't go to someone else's channel or they can't be seen on someone else's channel. Like I said, I have a Patreon who's been with me a long time. I consider her a friend, and she literally mods for one of my biggest haters. I'll joke around with her about it, but never really say anything. Why? It's not my business. She's a grown adult. So, yeah, you just got to remember that. Like, and I really just want everyone to know that I will never, and I have never put you in that kind of position, nor will I. And just run from anyone that does, because it's just wrong. Hey, Lab. You never made me feel... I know. I heard it tonight and I was dumbfounded. Like, really? Alright. Another thing I want to talk about real fast while we're on the NC thing. Somebody told me tonight that White Boy had told her that if she was going to take MGL to court or something like that, if she was going to go to court and he needed her, if she needed him to go as an attorney, you know, to help her, that he can prove that she had this $5,000, that she was going to do this $5,000, whatever. Okay. And, you know, I said to the person that told me this, and I'm going to say it again, even if it's true, it's not illegal. So unless she's filing criminal charges against MGL, saying that MGL was trying to hire a hitman, which would be left out of court, it wouldn't even make it to a courtroom, is ridiculous. Which kind of segues me into the legal aspect. I hear Granny say a lot how she's going to go legal. I don't know the laws of Pennsylvania, but I would advise her, stop saying it. If you're going to do it, then do it, but stop talking about it. I used to do that too, and then I found out that the laws here don't apply. But find out what you're actually, if you're going to go legal, but you don't have a case. There's nothing these people have done that gives you a case because you've done it right back. They can show that you've done it right back. I know in the spectrum of the law, it sounds like you have a case, and it sounds good to say you have a case, and it sounds great that, you know, you did this to my kid, you did that to my kid, you did this to my kid. It's not going to get you anywhere. There's nothing anyone's going to do. It's not illegal. Hey, Irvin, they did not hurt you. They did not, they didn't cross the line of illegal. And if they did, then criminal charges would be filed. But the constant, I'm going to go legal, makes it sound no different than NC saying, I'm going to go legal. It sounds ridiculous. Watching the two of them, I realize how bad I sound. Watching the two of them was me over the last couple of years. Her fighting with all these people, no different than me fighting with all those people. I mean, different people, but same kind of thing. And it needs to just stop. Like, just stop saying, I'm going to go legal, I'm going to go legal. You're not going to go legal because there's no legal premise to go, especially when you fight back. So I did want to throw that in there. Exactly. Even with a case, it's so expensive to go to court, and it must be a criminal matter, not a civil matter. What she's talking about is a civil matter, and nothing's been done criminally. Plus, with her record, she's going to lose even more credibility in court. So if it was someone like Irvin, let's say, Irvin, I'm going to use you for an example. Yeah, I know, right, Coffee? If Irvin had, good night, Jonathan. If Irvin had no criminal history, doesn't have a channel, not on YouTube other than being a sub, and people were calling CPS on him and all this other stuff, that's a criminal matter that he has a right to fight. He doesn't argue with anybody. He doesn't fight with anybody. He's not in disagreements with anybody. He's just him. That's somebody that has a case. But people forget the way a court sees it. And I know this from my own personal custody fight. The way a court sees it, they don't see YouTube. And this, even from, what's her name's case? Unmasked. From her case, that judge was lost. That judge was like, what the fuck are you guys even talking about? Like, why are you guys even fighting over this? But people think a judge is going to see it the way we see it on YouTube. They don't. A judge is going to laugh at both of you. And a judge is going to see, oh, you started a channel about hating this girl. Like, she's going to look like a victim. And that's one thing that I had realized, that I was going to not look like a victim. I was going to look like the perpetrator. That's exactly how Granny is going to come out looking if she even tries to take this to court. And Natasha knows this. Natasha is not stupid. Granny is falling into the normal attitude that I had. And of course you're going to have an attitude. You got fucking people coming at you left and right. Yeah, you're going to have an attitude. But in a court's defense, Natasha's coming off like she's so the victim. That she's so hurt. That she's losing so much money and so much fans and so many people. Blah, 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 blah. And that's the other thing. A judge will tell her, just get off the internet. Anyone will. This actually happened? Oh, no shit, Erwin. See, it's my psychic ability. I knew that. Thank you, Little Boston. Thank you, Texas girl. 16 months. It's a long time. So I just, I see Granny going through this, and I see Granny doing this, and I just see me 3 years ago, and 2 years ago, and 4 years ago, and 1 year ago, and 6 months ago. I did all this shit 6 months ago. It never stopped. I will say 95% of these people, and I said this to Granny last night, on April 8th, when I asked to be left alone, honestly, 95% of them did. And I appreciate that, and I thank you guys for that. The 5%, whatever, but the 95%, even some of my biggest haters, back the fuck off. So I want to thank them for that. And no, I'm not back in drama. I just wanted to say a couple of things. Thank you, Crime. So, for those of you guys that don't know kind of what happened last night and how any of this really transpired, but somebody, and I'm not even going to mention their name, but somebody was blaming Granny's Watching, or Jess, same person, for her feeling suicidal. And people used to tell me I was a cold-hearted bitch. That I was just cold, I was mean, I didn't care about anybody, and I was just selfish. Okay. But the real thing is, I learned to disassociate my feelings from YouTube people and my friends. And when I say my friends, that includes members, Patreons. I'm talking like my haters. It is not our job as a creator to placate somebody. It is not our job as a creator to take responsibility for somebody's mental illness. I have learned that over the course of 4 years, that there are more mentally ill drug addicts, alcoholics, and phonies in these communities, all in one place, than anywhere else. So you're going to get a combination of all of these people in one shot. All of these people come together in one YouTube channel. And that's why you have to learn to back up. Not that you don't care. Like, I don't wish anybody ill. But I've seen some crazies on here that I don't care what happens. It's on you. We, as a whole, each and every one of us are only responsible for ourselves. If someone wants to commit suicide, I can't help them. If somebody wants to try to blame me for their suicidal tendencies, I'm sorry. I'm not cold-hearted because I don't follow up with that person. Doesn't make me cold-hearted. There are some people I wonder what happened to them. They said they were sick when they were Patreons. I wonder. I haven't seen them around at all. Am I going to lose sleep over it? No. Why? It's not my fault. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happened to them, happened. I can't wear that responsibility. And I had said that to Granny's Watching last night. Like, you can't call me cold, but you can't bear somebody else's mental illness and make it, and put it on you. It's not on you. It's not on anybody. It's on that person. And there's also a lot of attention seekers dying on YouTube. And I don't mean dying for attention. They have to have attention. They'll make up shit for attention. They'll tell you some ludicrous story that may make sense, it may not make sense. We used to hear it on MGL's channel all the time. So people just need to not, how do I say this? Kind of disassociate their feelings. Don't lose sleep over it. If somebody is truly sick, they'll be sick consistently. You know, I'll use Jonice, for example. Jonice never blamed anybody on YouTube for a cancer. She never blamed anybody for things that happened to her. She never, lied about anything either. She's always been real. She's always been her. And she's always been awesome. That's somebody that you can lose sleep over because you know it's real. You know she doesn't have mental issues that are causing her to say, oh, well, Wendy caused my cancer. Which I've heard other people say. I've heard other people hate someone so much that all of a sudden it's their fault. Shit like that, that's not making a community any better. But my advice to anybody, just disassociate your feelings from these people that are blaming you for something. I know it's not easy to do, but if you're not that type of person to disassociate, you definitely want to become that type of person, because anybody could be anybody on the internet. Doesn't matter. That's why I've always been a believer in showing your face, because at least you see who I am. You know who I am. If I'm hiding behind a avatar, you have no idea who I am. I could be a guy for all you know. Some people say I'm a guy now, but seriously, I could be a guy if I'm behind an avatar. So that's why I've always believed in, if you're gonna talk shit or you're gonna be in a drama community, then show who you are, so people can at least see who you are. I know she wrote me today. Hey, Plurpy. Plurpy, I know you have no feelings. Hey, Pixie. Jonice is very sweet. I'm just saying that it's just, I don't know, it's just me. Also, the power of a creator. Creators don't realize how much power they actually have. And more creators need to harness that power and do it for something good. Each one of us that has our own community wastes so much time trying to hate on others, waste so much time fighting with others, waste so much time just running our mouth about things that are meaningless. Why? Why don't creators use their power to do something positive? Use your community for something positive, not negative. All of these communities, including mine for a long time, was used for negativity, was used for hate, was used for just the wrong things. We, as a community, need to do more positive things. Need to just look at things differently and not use, hey, Vincina, not use negativity for drama, for hate. I don't know. This is where I've been the last month. Is something wrong with NC? What do you mean? I mean, I can think of a lot of things wrong, but what do you mean? Where does all the hate get you? Where does all the fighting get you? It gets you absolutely nowhere. It may get you numbers. It may get you money. It may get you subs. But at the end of the day, where does it really get you? Nowhere. You get agita. You get stressed. Some people eat more. Some people eat less. But if you really think about it, where does it get you? It doesn't. I can't think of anything positive that came out of me hating on people for 3 years. I can't. Those that were there for just that drama are no longer with me. But I look back and I watch Granny and Natasha, and I think me and Diane, me versus Starlight, me versus Mander, it's just nonstop. I could replace all of them. And what was the point? What did we actually get at? What did I get at? Some of them built channels, but what did I get out of it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. At the end of the day, I gained weight. from fighting with them. I was stressed out. I lost hair because I was stressed out. What the fuck was the point? There is none. That's why I'm not doing it now. That's why I said I won't even fight with, like, I'm not going to bash anybody. I'm just stating things the way they are. Go where you want. We'll learn to stay away from you. Huh? Thank you, Kimberly. It's true, though. Like, it really is true, though. It's deep. Not really. And that's exactly right, Amber. I am distancing myself because really, where does it get you? It gets you nowhere. Where did it get me for 3 years? Nowhere. And there's no point in all the drama. I understand a drama community, and I understand there should be drama. And I'm sure some idiot's going to go make a video about what I'm saying tonight. I don't care. But ask yourself, what is the end goal? What is the point of all of it? I don't get it. People are going to give you money regardless. People are going to be there for you regardless. You know, your supporters are going to support you, whether you do drama or whether you don't do drama, or they're still going to support you. And if they're not supporting you, then they're not real supporters to begin with. You know, Mommy Rambling, she's another one. Where did all the fighting get her? Nowhere. It just doesn't pan out to end well for anybody. Nobody. We went hard on the paint back then. We did go hard on the paint. Hello, got her clock clean in that case? Huh? But I'm just saying, it was a lot of stress. It was, I mean, I gained a lot of weight being on YouTube. I did. And I got to the point I didn't even care about anything anymore. I didn't care about what I looked like. I didn't care about how I felt. I was in this like deep depression and this dark place for a long time. And I didn't realize that I think a lot of it had to do with YouTube. I think my hate towards a lot of things and my hate towards myself had to do with every single time I went online, I hated someone, or I was defending myself, or I was, you know, something. And that's not a way to live. You know, it's just not. Will it bring you money temporarily? Yeah, drama brings money. That it will. But is it really worth it? You know, like I look back, was it worth it? Not really. It really wasn't worth it. Hating on someone that you're never going to meet or that you haven't met is not worth all the shit that goes along with it. It's just not. It does cause major stress. It does. And I didn't even realize it. Like, I seriously did not even realize it. I kind of like my relationship with Brad. I didn't realize that what was happening until after it was done. This last month has put a lot of my life in perspective and my future in perspective and where I'm going and my goals and what I'm doing. And, you know, when someone close to you dies and you're, how do I say this? Like your own child is hurting so badly, you try to think of all these different things. Well, could I have done differently? Blah, blah, blah. No, the answers are all no. But you really start taking a look at your life so it doesn't end up the same. And even with Brad, I spent so many years fighting. Why? By the time our son is 14, he's dead. So what was the point of all that fighting? There wasn't. What was the point of fighting with people on the internet? There wasn't. What is the point of Granny's watching and Natasha going back and forth nonstop? There's not. And I keep trying to tell Granny's watching, she's gonna start losing people eventually. May not be right now, but eventually she's going to, because people are gonna get bored of it. People are gonna get sick of it. I went through it. I still go through it. And I'm trying to help her as much as I can. She may not listen. That's okay. She don't have to listen. I don't expect her to listen. I wouldn't listen to anybody. I told everybody go fuck themselves. Coffee and convo. I was like, well, you don't like drama? This is what I do. I am a lot more serene than I was a couple of years ago, a year or two ago. And it's like I said, it's simply, hey, whistle down. I just want you to know your tool has come in such handy the last couple of days. And Sage was like, Mom, what is this? And she's like, is this from Brad? I said, no, my friend Whistledown gave it to me. I have used it so much the last couple of days. I'm like chopping wood, weeds and stuff. And yeah, I'm glad you're in here. I think about you. So she got me this really awesome tool. It has like a knife and an axe on it and a hammer. It's like all this tools into one. It's great. Yes, you have told us all that a time or two. Told you what? Oh, about the tool thing? No, but it really have, like, taking a step back and just realizing what's important. And, you know, part of that is some of my haters that did reach out to me, you know, and said if I need anything, if, you know, trying to talk to me and, you know, giving me advice because they went through it, you know, that, and that happened immediately. But that really started me thinking, like, what is the point of all the fighting? Life is way too short, and it's just stupid. It's pointless. I don't yell anymore. Exactly. Oh, I do use it. I'm telling you, see me in the backyard, I'm like chopping shit. It's like a 20-in-1 little toolkit, little tool, but it's a hammer. It's in the garage, but it's a hammer and axe. It's like a whole bunch of shit all in one. It's awesome. Well, not always, Kimberly. She hated me for a while. Way back when. I can't believe I burnt my fucking hair. I still smell it. It's hot. Getting these hot flashes. Plum, I agree, Bailey. I think it's wrong. Hey, Simone. Oh, I'll still yell at my kids if I have to. I have no doubt about that. Oh. Cancel Ed YouTube? NC cancel Ed YouTube. I don't get it. NC has a new channel. Hot flashes suck, let me tell you. See, this is what Laura's channel does. It really created lifelong friendships around the world. That is true, Janelle. Gets tough when there's a ton of fighting because we care for creators we support. Absolutely. Hey, PJs. Exactly right. How'd you burn your hair? I was testing a candle. And I wanted, like, I hadn't really tested a lot of the crystals. So I was testing one. And I turned my hair. And boom. I saw a flash, and then it singed. I was like, ugh. So, thank God. And I know my numbers have dropped dramatically. The trial bothers me because my own people aren't even in there watching it with us. But for the most part, you know, and I always said this, that I don't care if I have 50 people in here, if it's 50 people that want to be in here, rather than 300 or 400 haters with the same amount of people chatting. You know what I mean? Craig's starting to get into the drama. It gets them to do things they never thought they would do. That's true, too. I know, right, Kimberly? Amen to that. And that's so true. Like, who ever thought that my channel would be the safe channel to hang out in? You're right. The resolution nights were a joke. I agree. Bailey, I see it over and over and over and over. And it's sad. It's truly sad. That was the first thing I opened up with, that I do not understand why people are telling subs where to go. It's just fucked up. Twitch did block her. Twitch blocked her a while ago. That wasn't last night. And you know, one thing I do want to address, because I watched this whole thing go down, is that For those of you that know the situation, Country Joe showed proof that she called the police. I don't agree with calling the police. I really don't. However, it was done. Natasha was sitting there I was watching both of them. Natasha was telling all of her people how Country Joe was lying, and they're all buying into it when Country Joe was showing the proof right on her channel. That's the kind of stuff that it will drive you crazy as a sub. It will absolutely drive you crazy because you don't know what to believe, but there was proof right there. She showed the proof. And she showed the date and the time and everything. It's so weird. People actually listen to another adult telling them where to go. I agree with that too. I agree with that too, Monkey. I don't understand that either. I don't think anybody should tell anybody where to go. I really don't. There is no resolution ever. But there is, though. You have to just back up. And one other, well, much time a channel, no channel's telling you who to sub to. I totally agree with that. She called the police back on live. Oh, did she? Yeah, I just don't know why they're going at her. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know how the UK is, but just because you call the police here doesn't mean they're going to come. They just don't. I mean, I was listening to Sword and Scale the other day, or actually yesterday, and there was a case where people were calling in saying that this guy had a machete and was killing this girl. Cops never came. I mean, the cops, after like 10 calls, the cops finally came, but the cops didn't come right away. That's true, and this community can't even trust proof, though. That's true. I look like Sage. Can I just tell you, her ex-boyfriend came over before, folded, and put away all her laundry. Why doesn't a guy do that for me? Like, literally put away all the laundry, hung everything up. I go, does she know you're here? He's like, no. Okay. Because Natasha don't like her again because she went on Granny's panel. That I know. And it's crazy to me, though. Like, big deal. She went on Granny's panel. Big deal. They made up. I don't know. And I said some things about Country Joe last night. But just because I know her type with the flip-flop. OGs, we know. We've seen it a million times. It's just crazy to me. That's what I told to keep him. It was her ex-boyfriend, the one that she was with, for a year and a half. Oh, he just walks in. He doesn't even knock. I mean, I don't care. But I was in the backyard doing stuff, and he knocks from her window. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, laundry. Okay. She's at work. I keep telling her to get back with him. We have the newfound peacemakers. Exactly. Hey, Booberry. She even called to verify it on the live. It's ridiculous the lengths they go to spin a narrative because Natasha's not going to look like a liar. I totally agree. It's slander and setting a hate mob. That's not okay. And there's people that are just listening. And that's the power of a creator. Like, people are going to listen. Not everyone's going to fact check. And they're just going to do it. And it's just wrong. I know. I told them that. I said, why don't you fold my laundry? They all might be fighting now, but they make up so fast, so trash creators and chat becomes dangerous. Plus, it becomes confusing for subs. People have to remember, your subs make you. Not your haters, your subs. But all this fighting brings me to my favorite person that I'm going to play, and I hope Granny listens, because he's another one that's got me through a lot. Hang on. Are you ready? And you guys are going to laugh because look how fucking young he looks. This was 2014. His message had not changed. Yeah, she's back. His message has not changed. But look how different he looks.
Hey, you watching this video, stop letting these haters steal your joy. Stop making them think that their unwanted opinion matters. Listen to me. They don't hate you just because. They hate you because of the way other people love you. They don't hate you just because. They hate you because your life is reminding them of what they don't have. They're hating on your success because it's reminding them of their failure. They're hating on your relationship because it's reminding them that they ain't got one or ain't happy in one. They hating on your change because it's reminding them that they still the same. A hater is simply somebody who admires what you do. They just got a different way of showing it. They're nothing but supporters in denial. Think about it. They don't like you, right? But yet they follow you on every social site. They can't stand you, right? But yet they make up a fake profile just to stalk you. You mean nothing to them, right? But yet they focus on your life more than they do their own. To do all that, you must really hold a special place in their heart. Listen, they can't hate you without paying attention to you. And you don't give your attention to the things that you don't care about. In a weird, twisted way, it's like you're their inspiration. I've realized it's rare to find a hater that's doing better than you. It's rare to find a hater that's not insecure. It's rare to find a hater that's happy with their life. They want something that you got. They're just too prideful to admit it. The only reason they're jealous is because they're too busy counting your blessings instead of counting their own. They don't realize that they can't fix their brokenness by trying to break you. They don't realize that they can't find their happiness by trying to disrupt yours. They're lost. So stop letting their pointless words get you upset. Don't let the hater turn you into one. My mama told me this a long time ago. Only a fool will entertain a fool straight up. Your attention, listen to me, your attention should be so expensive that no nonsense could ever afford it. And I'll leave you with this. Your life should be so unbothered by hate because nobody has the power to stop what you've been blessed with. No hater can stop God's favor straight up. Like I said at the end of every single video, it all starts with you. You keep moving forward, let nothing hold you back. You live it, you breathe it, you be it. And never let this world take your smile. It's rehab time, let's get it. If you got a hater or two, feel free to share this video because somebody needs it.
Bam. Amen, Trent. My boy. Now you guys can't see me. Put on something light. Alright, there you go. I like having a room with no light. Except I don't like burning my fucking hair off. But yeah, so those are my words to Jess. And I can't say it any better. Trent is 36, I think. He looks so young, though. That was 2014. I was like, oh my God, he looks so young. Your topic tonight is relevant and crucial to online peace. You're welcome, Stellar. Stellar, I haven't seen you in here forever. You should check out Ben Lionel Scott on YouTube. I think you would really like him. I listen to him most mornings. I never even heard of him. Is he as cute as Trent? Because Trent is cute. Hey, Proud Aussie. We do need motivational talks. I'm telling you. It helped me. But it does. He makes me... I'm itchy. He makes me realize... Is it your hand itchy or your nose itchy? You're going to get money. I think it's your hand, right? My hands haven't itched at all. So that means I'm going to stay broke. I forgot what I was going to say. I know they aren't ready to stop fighting. But where is it getting them? I know, Stella. You know who? Jonice sent me a message about it. She's really, really upset. She said Mary used to check on her all the time. And, you know, she's really going to miss that. She's like, she truly, sincerely helped me. It is hand. That's what I thought. Yeah, my palms aren't itchy. Left hand, they say, but that's a lie. Well, my hands aren't itchy, so. Noses kiss a fool. I'll keep quiet on that one. I don't know. I got this. I mean, also with Mary dying, for those of you guys that didn't know, hey, Alma, my favorite troll. For those of you guys that didn't know, somebody in the drama community, not Natasha's or Granny's, but thank you, Lab. Yeah, my hand itches. All super chats are much appreciated, or Cash App, or candle buying, or whatever you want. If your ass starts itching, it's way past time to take a shower. Good point. Y'all making me itchy? Well, at least you don't burn your hair. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Totally forgot what I was. Oh, so Midwestern Mary was a creator. She wasn't a creator. I mean, she was, but she wasn't a big creator. But she was a big sub. She's been around a long time. She fought with certain people, kind of like Granny's Watching's fighting with Natasha. I don't think it's as intense, though. But it was her and this Corey, and it was like them against others. And thank you, Just Me. Again, all super chats are appreciated. Especially, we only have 2 days left in the month. And I could not believe, like literally could not believe, how certain people didn't even change after she died. She died a couple of days after Brad did. And, you know, you would think that and it was real. Like a lot of people, including me, you know, said, are you sure it's real? Are you positive it's real? Because people lie in this community and you just don't know. But, you know, she took a lot of shit. She gave a lot of shit, but she took a lot of shit. And at 40, I think she was 42, she just had a heart attack. If that doesn't wake people up. Thank you, Stellar. Thank you so much. She was very kind. She definitely was Team Jonice. Jonice told me that. Thank you so much, Stellar. Thank you, Amanda. Oh, that's right. You like the candles? I'm glad you like them. I forgot. That's right. I haven't seen you. I gotta do more follow-ups. I don't do it. I just assume you guys, like I follow you guys up on YouTube, but I really don't follow up with you guys. I need to follow up more with candle customers. Bombshell was close with her. Thanks, Alma. And, you know, that death was just like, if that didn't wake you up, that your life could be gone like this, you know, and she said she had some health issues, but nobody expected a heart attack at 42, right? She was 42, right, Stellar? And honestly, if that doesn't wake you up where to the point that you're like, wow, just wow, maybe I should change. And that's the one thing that Wendy said. And if you don't know who Wendy is, don't worry about it. But that was the one thing Wendy said that I agree with. What are you going to do to change? So if somebody else dies, you don't live with guilt. She's right. You know, she didn't say it quite like that, but she was 43. Okay. You just, like, what are you going to do to change? And she's right. And that's how I feel with Granny and Natasha. What if one of them dropped? What if one of them died? What if something happened to one of them? How is the other person going to feel? Are you going to sit back and be like, was this really all worth it? Because I can assure you, the people that were fighting with Mary, if they didn't second question themselves, if they didn't sit back and think, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? If they didn't sit back and think that, they're not normal. Because I know we did in Patreon. Like, oh my God, and I never even fought with her. I was friends with her. But the fact that there's so many other people still fighting, like, I even see it with our drama community, you know, between couple of people. I'm not gonna mention names, but a couple of people. And you know, I sit back like, is it worth it? This girl just died. Did it teach you nothing? Like, I just don't get it. Hey, Wyoming, I really don't get it. I agree, monkeys. We only regret not being more loving with those we meet in times like this. I agree, Stella. I absolutely agree. It's sad. It really is sad. But I just don't get the fighting. Like, everyone needs to really reevaluate. Lacey, you're right, though. And I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that, you know, she doesn't take care of herself. And she could drop at any minute. How are people going to feel if she just dropped? Wendy said the same thing a couple of years back when random guy Jeff... Oh, I remember his death. Continued on drama a couple of days later. It's just sad. You know, like I had said this before and I'll say it again. God forbid I died. Knock on wood 1,000 times, because then my kids got no one. But God forbid I died. What legacy am I leaving? What are people going to remember about me? Are they going to remember, oh my God, she fought with everybody, she's a hater? Or are they going to remember, and I'm talking YouTube, not real life, but, or are they going to remember, you know, wow, she's, you know, she tried to be more uplifting. She tried to change her ways, you know, just a lot. Like, I would much rather be remembered in a positive way than a negative way. And a year ago, I would have been remembered straight in a negative way. Obviously, except for the people that cared about me. But for the most part, overall impression would be, maybe thank God the witch is dead, you know? But maybe I'm being too hard on myself, but you guys know what I mean. And I want to be remembered for positive things, not for negative things. I want to be remembered for inspiring people, or, you know, making someone's day, or putting a smile on someone's face, rather than, oh my God, all I did was fight with people 24/7 on YouTube. It's not a legacy you want to leave. Alma would write me a good eulogy. That I know. Alma would be like, I remember Laura. She let me on panel when I was wasted. And she laughed at me. Eating is just as bad as smoking. It is. I'll agree with that. The new drama community is so disgusting. Yeah, but are they really going further? Hey, Irish gal. I mean, really, are they going further? Think about it. I had CPS called to me 5 motherfucking times. 5. Nobody in that community has had CPS called on them 5 times. So I don't think it's any worse now than it was then. You've been nothing but kind. Thank you, Alma. You're my favorite troll. Who gets fluffer? That's a good question. He left me. Did you guys see the video where he's banging Buka, or at least trying to bang Buka? It was pretty funny. I remember Stinky loved gifts and used kids through her friend Diane. And oh, look, now I'm blameless. Stinky butt. That's why I pulled away a while ago. I was getting overwhelmed by YouTube drama, arguing with people I will never meet in person. Damn right. Thank you, Alma. I try to be. You get a monkey? I give him to my baby. I know Dayton don't want him. Dayton hates him. It's all the same shit, different people, yeah. I mean, think about all the things that were done to me. I mean, when Granny talks about, you know, people on her kids' TikTok, they fucking tore apart my kids' social media to the point that they're not even on it anymore, you know? But yeah, they're both males. He can't do anything. He's too little. He just annoys Buka. Buka just looks at him like, eh. Google Doodle always hunt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he can't do it. He's too tiny. It's just funny, though. I'm like, look at you trying to get some. He just stands there. I don't even think Buka feels him on him. That's how much hair Buka has. Click heels 3 times? That would be nice. If I could do that, I'd find me a rich man. But yeah, Buka doesn't even care. He doesn't feel it. He really doesn't. Went to the dog park today, and he's like in this big pool, and he just like plops his fat ass in there. My budgie's a female and get it on. MGL blocked you, Alma? No. Who would block you, Alma? So if you guys don't know, Alma came up one night wasted and was cracking me up. She's like, you have to call me now. Coffee, what'd you just send me? Should I be afraid? Oh. A safe one, it's their loss for not getting to know you, Lori. You're a wonderful person. I can't say thank you for... Ah, you're welcome. That was Pug. Oh, God. Pugs called my mom. You know, they were talking about... Granny was talking about somebody calling her parents. Like, I had a drunk bitch call my mom and, like, left her a voicemail. So, yeah. Been there, done that. I mean, there's nothing happening to Granny that hasn't been done to me tenfold. And she's only got one person talking about it. I had fucking 50. So, I just wish she would, Alma, somebody told me that she was saying, what was it? She was saying that she got a, that she was able to see Johnny's desk or whatever. So then I showed them. No, that was on the news. She's such an idiot. I tried watching her before because there was nothing on and she popped up. I was so bored. I'm like, I can't listen to her same old bullshit. Like, nothing ever changes. And that's another thing. You watch other people and you see how stagnant they are. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be bored. Not bored, but I don't want to be boring, but I just don't want to stay in the same place. And a lot of these people stay in the exact same place that they were 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years. Like, move on. It's, if you don't grow, you're dead. You know, like, part of life is growing. Part of life is growing up. It's changing. Things change. People change. Like, go with it. I would never want to stay stagnant in the same place I was a year ago. There's a whole chat room after GW. Chat room? That's nothing. She doesn't even know what it's like to have 30 Natasha Coopers after you every day for a year. Like 30 of them. Not like 1 or 2. I'm talking 30. NC's coming after you. Oh, nonstop. It was hell. But I got through it. But I feel bad for her. I do. I really feel bad for her. Because I've been there. And I wouldn't listen either. And I took all the steps that she was doing. That she's doing. I did all of them. And I wish she would listen. But she won't. And that's okay. Because I wouldn't listen either. Where's Lindsay? Lindsay's always in here. I just realized Lindsay ain't here. Every day, exactly. You always have to grow. Not out, though. You don't want to grow out. That's a bad thing. Laura's gotten worse and I've seen it. That's what I'm saying, Coffee. I really did. And that's why I look at these other, like, you don't even know how good you have it. Like, I really don't think anybody to date has had it as hard as I did. But I got through it. I learned from it. Moved on from it. Exactly. Live after live, one winner. And this was recent. This is like a year, not even a year ago. The whatchamacallit, the comment about Atlanta sparked live after live after live after live after, like it was like all day nonstop for like a week. Wow. Didn't know I was that important, but thanks. Yeah, Lindsay's never missed a live. You know, glitter bombs and this and talking shit. I mean, people still talk shit. Whatever. Yeah, no, we saw Lynn. She's been in Patreon. I'm trying to, like, she really rarely ever misses a live. Unfiltered Jules doesn't come around anymore. Who's Unfiltered Jules? Zero Filter Jules? Not unfiltered, zero filter. No, she was with Molly when me and Molly had the fallout. I don't know if she still is. But that's what happened there. Oh, absolutely, Denise. Absolutely. Gone in 20K in about 6 years without trying to lose weight. Well, that's good. Midwestern Mary had a heart attack and died. I think it was like April 12th. I think she died right after. I know she died the same week as Brad. Brad died on a Friday, I believe. I think she died like that Tuesday or Wednesday. It was like right after. Because I was thinking, wow. Because I was definitely in Iowa when it happened. I think it was Wednesday, maybe. But I was definitely in Iowa when it happened. MGL had the fallout. You, my dear, did nothing wrong. Thank you, Alma. Close my window while I'm clipping. I don't know. I thought you meant like clipping toenails. I don't know why I think that. Yeah, Midwestern Mary Johnny. She was fighting with Randy and Wendy and all them. She had a heart attack. I agree, Bobby. It was ridiculous. But remember how many lives spawned from that? It was fucking so stupid. Does anyone want a link? I really don't have much more to talk about. But I'll give a link if anyone wants to come up. Otherwise, I guess I'll shut down because I got nothing else to say. The Atlanta thing was so stupid. Clipping videos, I learned a new skill. Well, that's good. But I think some of our mods caught on. I don't know who's who anymore. Like, I see that Justice is like almost at 15,000 subs. I was like, holy shit. Like, good for him, but damn, took me a while to build 15,000 subs. Ow. Anything new in the summer case? I watched Dolly here and there, but I heard him say, like, I don't really watch my chat. I hate when people say that. You should always watch your chat. Always. You're nothing without your subs. As you guys know, I'm a big supporter of watching chats. Usual nice mods weren't there that night. So I see Chasing Truth is with Gray at CrimeCon. Oh, Johnny's gonna win, without a doubt. BHB was behind that. Oh, absolutely she was behind it. Did you guys hear? Speaking of drama, did you guys see Burnt Toast community post? Now, mind you, I'm not a big Burnt Toast fan, but god damn, this is wrong. Have you guys seen it? Hold on. I'll show you guys. Burnt Toasty. Alright, so she wrote yesterday, if you put Summer's name in your title or hashtags and don't actually discuss the case, but instead beg for money while ranting about drama with other channels, you are part of the problem. Who's she talking about? Does it say in her comments who she's talking about? I don't think anyone should listen to the biggest bully on YouTube. You are part of the problem. You are not the almighty saving everyone else. Girl, all right, so it's a girl. Girl, go take care of your kid and leave the judgment for the day you meet your maker. Just saying. Who's she talking about, Molly? You should pull up since you know where I live, Andra. Oh, she's talking about Andra. Make sure you stream it. Talk about Andrew. But check this out. So it says the same person trying to falsely strike my channel is continuing to do so. I'm in communications with YouTube about the person abusing their reporting system for malicious purposes. In the meantime, while I sort this out, please sub to my backup channel. I promise you all I'm not going anywhere no matter what. Oh, that's not the one I was looking to read. Where's the other one? Nope, not that. Hold on, maybe she changed it. Tons of true crime YouTubers are doing streams like that. It's sad using Summer but not talking about her at all. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, no, not that one. Here it is. She said it's out there now because I had to tweet at YouTube on Twitter. It's Bullhorn Betty. She's been false copyright striking my channel. She is throwing a tantrum like a child because YouTube is telling her no. She sent an email to YouTube threatening to sue YouTube and to strike me 50 more times in retaliation for YouTube not turning over my personal info. This will be taken care of as YouTube doesn't put up with people using their reporting system for this. White Boy has also been trying to strike, but his are not even going through. I have all emails from YouTube and every time they tried. I am talking to YouTube now about their channels. YouTube can look up my account and see I've never struck anyone, much less them. I hope they also have backup channels because they're going to need it. I was like, damn. DM in... Where DM? Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Candy. Monkey's mama, where did you DM? Oh, shit. Hold on. I got a text message about something. Hold on. Wow. I'm going to tell you guys about text message in a second. Yeah, she wants burnt toast info so bad, which is so weird. Like, why do you want her info that bad? Monkey's mom, I didn't get anything from you. But that's just fucked up. We're all supposed to be adults, I agree. So I'm going to switch to true crime for a second. It's like true crime drama. Check this out. So earlier before, I got a message, a blue alert. I don't know if you guys know what a blue alert is, but a blue alert means that a cop is missing or a cop was hurt or something like that. And the message said, hold on. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I put it in Discord. I still have it. Hang on. Okay, so I got this emergency alert that says blue alert, Lauderdale, Colorado, white female corrections officer Vicky White missing in the line of duty. Suspect is a white male inmate, Casey White. Casey White is a 38-year-old white male, 6'6", weighing 252 pounds. Vehicle was located in a parking lot in Florence, Alabama. Direction of travel is unknown. Call 911 if seen. Okay, so this is what I got earlier. Somebody just sent me something that says the sheriff says they still consider the CO was somehow abducted, but based on the circumstances, they do not rule out the possibility this was planned and she helped the inmate escape. Either way, he believes she's in danger. The inmate is very dangerous. She's a 25-year veteran with the sheriff's office. Everyone is shocked this happened. Update. This is looking like a planned escape. This update from the Lauderdale County Sheriff. CO Vicky Smith told staff she was taking the inmate Casey Cole White to a mental health appointment. She told booking she would then drop him off at the courthouse with other deputies, and then she planned to go to a medical appointment herself. Never happened. And the sheriff says there was no mental health appointment. Also, CO Smith said she was talking about retiring for several months and submitted papers. How bad of a dude is Casey White? They reported in April of 19 that Casey White had been sentenced 75 years in prison after the conviction of 2 counts first-degree kidnapping and attempted murder. He was accused of trying to kill his ex-girlfriend and kidnapping her 2 roommates. He also was convicted of first-degree robbery, first-degree and third-degree burglary, burglary of a vehicle, animal cruelty for shooting a dog and attempting to elude. He faced capital murder charges in the 2015 murder-for-hire slaying of Connie Ridgway. She was found dead in her Meadowland Apartments home. Charges in the case were brought in September 2020, and this CO may have fallen for this dirtbag. What on earth? It's fucked up. That's crazy. We all thought she was abducted. She ugly. Sheriff's officials said there's no reason for the inmate to be moved. The FBI is now involved. Massive manhunt is on way. Something's not right. Dude, that's fucked up. She's an assistant director of corrections. Left the detention center Friday at 9:30 to transport him to the county courthouse. 2 are not related. They have not been seen since. Investigators did find the transport vehicle in a parking lot of a shopping center. White was in jail facing murder charges. Authorities say no one knew the 2 were missing until 3:30. It's not. It's got to be Lauderdale, Alabama, though, because if they were in Florence, Tennessee River Valley News reports White was plotted an escape in 2020. Yeah, it is Lauderdale County, Alabama. It's right across the border. That's like 30 minutes from me. Right across the border from Tennessee. The two could be anywhere. So what happened here? Either the inmate overpowered the sheriff's employee to take her hostage, or the two had a relationship and she helped him escape. Seems odd she would have been transporting a first-degree murder suspect by herself. That's very true. I was thinking the same thing. Like, you wouldn't transport him, like, in your car. Sheriff Fish said no reason. That's fucked up. Because someone was saying Colorado. I'm like, it's not Colorado. It's got to be Alabama. If their car was spotted in Florence. That's crazy. Hey, you want to see what they look like? Cops search for a county corrections officer. Oh shit, they have the same last name. I was like, why would they think they're related? They got the same last name. That's fucked up. He's 39. That's scary. That's something I want to talk about. Not tonight, but it's something I definitely want to discuss is kids and the death penalty and what crime calls for death of a child. But that's a whole nother life. She was working there because she's an assistant director of oh my god, that's sick. Like, the question is this kid a monster? Or did he just do a monstrous act? I think he's a monster. This is the one that killed and raped Lily Peters. I just look at the kids and I think of Dayton. Dayton's 14. I switched cases, by the way. This is a different case. This one just breaks my heart. How a 14-year-old could kill. I agree, he's absolutely a monster, and so is his dad. That's what I'm saying, Chair. I can't decide. I was listening to this story yesterday when I was doing the lawn of this guy, this kid, another 14-year-old who killed his neighbor who was 9. I forgot her name, but she was 9. He put her in a waterbed and laid on top of her for like a week until someone found her. I think her name was Maddie. Hold on. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. He was 14 when he stabbed, strangled, and bludgeoned his 8-year-old neighbor, Maddie Clifton, to death in 1998. Her decomposing body was discovered underneath his waterbed almost a week later after scores of volunteers and police tried to search for her. Phillips claimed he had been playing baseball. Yeah, he like hit her or something and decided that he then had to kill her, and then he put her in the waterbed. I mean, it was sick. And he's trying to get out. It's been like 20 years, and he's trying to get out of prison. And the judge said, you know, I have to decide if what you did makes you a monster or if you just did a monstrous act. And he decided that he was a monster and he'll never get out of prison. But can you, like, imagine what kind of sick fuck are you that you're going to keep her in your waterbed? Like, he literally had her in his waterbed and went to bed for like a week while she was decomposing. It's insane. Oh. I was looking to see what was up between Bobby and Lab. That's why I got quiet. But how fucking crazy is that? Like, who does that? That's a sick bitch. Yeah, he's life without parole. Yes, Lily Peter's cousin killed her. She was 11. He was 14. No, or was that 9? No, a different person. I'm jumping cases. But the police spoke to him, and he never even flinched. Meanwhile, he's got this dead body in his waterbed. Ew. Crazy. I agree. Definitely not dealing with a full deck. But I couldn't even imagine. But yeah, the whole who is like, should a kid go to the death penalty? I don't know. I used to say no. I'm starting to change that. I really am. Certain acts, what are you keeping them alive for? What is the state? If you have life without parole, that might be worse than the death penalty. You know what I mean? You make sure to buy someone a meal every day. You gotta be careful with that, though. I know someone like hawked them. Life is worse, I'm telling you, though. But I sometimes wonder, is someone does a monstrous act like that? I don't know. My ex definitely deserved death penalty. And we pay for it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that we should pay for it. Not if they're gonna, like, I'm sorry, but if my 14-year-old could handle a dead body in their waterbed and go to sleep every day and lie to police, even in questioning, you probably got some screws loose. And what's the point of keeping you alive? Cheap enough someone to have life without prison? Then no, it's more expensive. It's way more expensive. Because once you have the death penalty, they're done. Machine Gun Kelly bought Logan Paul's incredible LA mansion for $7.5 million. Petition to move Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 tops 2.3 million signatures. Money does make the world go round. Costs more per prisoner per year than average citizen's income. Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to look it up just for you, Coffee. It costs more. Penalty. All right. Preliminary study by South Dakotans for alternatives to the death penalty examining first-degree murder cases since 1985 have resulted in a death sentence or life in prison. Found that on average, legal costs in the death penalty cases exceeded those in other cases by $353,000. But that's different. Well, maybe not. Oh, thank you, Chair. All super chats, much appreciated. Thank you. Coffee might be right. All right, hold on. While the legal costs were greater, information from South Dakota Department of Corrections shows the average cost of long-term incarceration for a prisoner sentenced to death is lower than that of a prisoner serving a life sentence. Because there are no extra expenses involved in housing condemned prisoners, and those prisoners are incarcerated for less time in state prison. You're wrong, Coffee. Since the average savings in long-term incarceration is so much lower than the average additional legal cost, it appears Davis is correct about the cost of death penalty versus life imprisonment. Kind of up in the air. Good night, Boo Berry. I'm getting off in a minute anyway. So the trials are longer, which involve capital punishment, but the actual incarceration is cheaper. But if you're doing life in prison, there's no, especially from the age of 14, shit. Totality costs them more, but not the actual imprisonment. It's cheaper to keep death row inmates in prison for life than to execute them. Interesting. Tons of appeals forever. A lot of them are state funded. Let's see. A financial analysis. There's one done by Tennessee. Yeah, the cost of death penalty trials cost a lot more. So I think people are confusing the actual trials and just housing someone. But I mean, to kill a kid, you better be 100% dead sure. But I mean, I'm a believer eye for an eye. You kill someone, like you know, physically murder, rape somebody, yeah, you should die. Speaking of, is he ever going to trial? Oh, Mason's trial is September 12th. I was like, is he ever going to trial? Average cost for a prisoner in max security. Yeah, we pay for the trial. We pay for everything. I do not believe in government death penalty. Don't understand why it might be. See, I do believe in it. I really do. Taxpayers are paying for everything anyway. What am I looking up? Cost of keeping someone in prison for 75 years. Oh, each state's different, actually. Ohio, average annual cost per inmate is $25,000. Average daily inmate population is 50,000. Annual yearly cost per inmate in West Virginia, $26,000. Michigan, $28,000. North Carolina, 29,000. Montana, 30,000. Colorado, 30,000. Iowa, 32,000. Delaware, 32,000. New Hampshire, 34,000. Nebraska, 35,000. Wisconsin, 37,000. Illinois, 38,000. Maryland, 38,000. North Dakota, 39. Minnesota, 41. Pennsylvania, 42. Maine, 40. I wonder why Maine is so high. Washington, 46. California, 47. Rhode Island, 49. Vermont, 49. Connecticut, 50. New Jersey, 54. And the number one is New York. 60,000 people. I mean, $60,000 annual cost per inmate. They're number one. Is New York. But I want to look at something. Okay, so check this out. This is interesting. New York remains the largest state. Its population of 17,870,000 civilians on July 1st was slightly ahead of California's 17,749,000. Okay? So New York has more people than California. As of now. They never used to, but they do now. Where California has 169,000 inmates and New York only has 59,000. That's a big difference. So much more people are in prison in California. Interesting. I know you guys got me going down rabbit holes. Free housing, health, food, education, legal representation. Damn right. I don't know if it's better prison services, but there's a lot more prisoners in California than there is in New York. I mean, I don't know when this article was written. Article is from 2016. So I can only imagine how much has gone up since then. But that's crazy, though. $60,000 in 2016 for every criminal in New York. Oh. That's crazy. I think all prisons are privately owned. I remember seeing that once, that all prisons are privately owned. There's no, like, state prison. It's all private prisons. I think. Put people in jail for drugs instead of getting them into rehab. That I agree with too. They absolutely should not they absolutely should get people in rehabs. Change law. Lots of our CA in New York and reduce laws for crime. Anything under 1,000 is not illegal in California. Oh, no shit. Average cost. Yeah, but you guys pay $25 for a pack of cigarettes. So that's why. But I'm going to shut down. I gotta find out what my daughter is. But I'm going to shut down because she's driving. I love Life 360. You guys have Life 360? I love it. You can like watch them drive. You can see them driving. Why is she going the other way? The fuck is she going? I can even see her speed. She's going 44 miles per hour. Now she's going 36 miles per hour. She must be coming to a light. You guys have Life 360? You gotta get it. It's awesome. Oh yeah, she's coming home. I was like, why is she going the opposite way? Yeah, you can see where your kids are. You can, it shows you how fast they're driving. It's all free. It shows you how fast they're going. It's called Life 360. You get like a code, and then you all have to put in the code. But Phoenix rides his bike, and he was going like freaking 40 miles an hour. I was like, damn, you were riding fast. He's like, was that really? I said, yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You see her driving. Shows you speed. It's cool. Yeah, Life 360. It's for Apple, Android, it's for all of them. So, alright, I'm going to shut down though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I know I've been like pretty depressed, obvious reasons, for the last couple of weeks. So I kind of wanted to go live and show you guys where my head was at. But like I said, expect a big candle push soon. We are going balls to the wall. Because I was thinking about doing real estate. And I actually thought about becoming an agent. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I have a business. If I'm going to throw everything into it, like, let's do it. Let's throw balls to the wall, and why try to do something else? Like, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to have a big grand reopening and doing lots of stuff. Yeah, it's on phone. It's Apple Store or Android Store. So that's it. I just got to finish the website, which is taking forever. Oh yeah, Australia is really expensive. So I want to thank all you guys for the super chat. If anybody PayPal'd me or Cash App me, thank you so much. But definitely thank you guys for the super chats. Tits on a wall, you got it, Alma. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe. I got to finish the lawn. And that's it. So have a wonderful night. Remember, love, not hate. It is not worth hating. Trust me. I've been there. It's just not worth it. All you're doing is giving them. That's why I tell people, ignore it, ignore it. There are certain people I continually ignore. You just gotta. It's not worth hating someone on the internet. You're never going to meet them. Let them live their life and move on with yours. So have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. By the way, I made some rollable oils. Like, I pre-made them. Ooh, they smell so good. I'm using one, and I love it. Maybe that's part of my new attitude. So, Alma, my favorite troll, you have a wonderful night. Don't get yourself in trouble. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. And you do sleep better with love in your heart. You got that right. So, I'll see you guys later.